Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be filming a Ouija board tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, give it a thumbs up. So right now I'm just blending a pink shade into my crease as a transition shade. We're going to be doing purple on the eyes, but I figured pink would be a perfect transition color. So right now I'm adding a purple from my BH Cosmetics palette. I will have all the products listed down below. To be honest, I don't really like the way this turned out at first, but by the end, it does look good, so it's okay. But I'm just blending that through my crease, making sure it looks good. And now I'm going to put a shimmery purple color from the Beauty Killer palette by Jeffree into on my eyelid and just blend it out with a brush. So now that I've blended the eyeshadow, I'm going to do wing liner. I didn't know if I wanted to do this, and this is optional, but at the end, I feel like it looks good with the rest of the look. So I'm just going to put this on and wing it out with just a black liquid liner. So now I'm just going to add dots to my eye. You also don't have to do this is optional, but I just thought it added like an effect. I actually took a couple different ideas from a couple different pictures, but I tried to make it my own. I actually got the dot idea from James Charles, but yeah, I think it just adds like a little bit of something to the eyes and makes them pop a little bit more. So you don't have to make sure there's a specific size or anything, just add dots. So now I'm just looking, and I'm going to start drawing the yes and no on my cheeks to resemble the Ouija board. This part's really self-explanatory. You could do this with a body paint if you want, but I felt like I had more precision with the liquid liner, but you can do whatever you want. But yes, so I'm just going to draw yes and no on my cheeks. So here's me finishing up the yes and no, and I'm going to start to add, not tears, but I kind of sort of tears. I just wanted to add some drips under the eyes just to create a little bit of a creepier effect. It ended up looking really cool. At first I was like going for like a running, like crying, like tears look, but I just thought it kind of looked like veins or like something along those sorts. Just I wanted to add to the creepiness and the scariness of the look. So I'm just doing them in black. I'm going to end up adding white to them later on in the video. But yeah, it was just simple squigglies under the eyes. It was really, really simple. And I intertwined it with the yes and no. I did it on both sides, and I kind of sort of like put it through the letters almost to make it look like it was like a part of like my skin. So that's what I'm doing in this clip. So now I'm going to start writing the word Ouija on my forehead. I started with the middle letter because I figured it would be easier and more centered if I did this. So right here I'm just drawing the eye, and I ended up just finishing the letters. And yeah, so I just did it with a black liquid liner like the other ones. I just felt like I had a little bit more control. So as you can see, I made the O thicker, so I ended up thickening the rest of my letters in the word Ouija, and this kind of sort of just made it pop a little bit more and look a little bigger. There's me dancing. But yeah, I just did this. I kind of messed up on the J a little bit, but honestly, this doesn't have to be perfect. It is. So now that I'm back with lashes, I am just adding a little bit of like a shimmery purple on the eyes. As you can see, I go with my finger just to add a pop to the eyes. I just feel like they were really basic and simple and just not enough. I also put it in the inner corners, and I'm just blending it out with a blending brush. And I also added it to my cheeks as a highlight. In the light, it looked really, really cool. From the front, it looked a little bit purpley, but I liked the way it looked a lot, and I also added it to my nose. So I also added it to my collarbones, but I didn't like it there that much. But eventually it looks fine because I add drips down my neck. So I'm going to start going in and just drawing letters of the Ouija board. I did the same thing I did in the front where I started with the middle letter and then worked my way out. This part was really hard to film because I wanted to get it correct, so my mirror just kept getting in the way. But yeah, so I'm just drawing the letters, really simple, self-explanatory. The only thing I can say is don't draw them in a straight line, but draw them at a curve, kind of like the Ouija board. This just creates a more realistic effect, in my opinion. So the last letter I stopped with is the M, and then the second row starts with the N and ends with the Z. The second row doesn't have a center letter, it has two center letters. But now I'm just going to draw the sun and the moon. Right now I'm drawing the moon with a liquid liner. I will go back in and fill this in more with a body paint. You'll see that I fill it in with the liquid liner, but I don't like it as much with the liquid liner, and I ended up filling it in with the body paint. But yeah, so you just draw a crescent moon, and there you go. You see me filling it in a little bit. I'm also going to add a star next to it, and this will create the real Ouija board effect. I was going to draw the faces in these, but I figured this look was a little bit more of like a modernized twist, or just a little bit different than a regular Ouija board look. So now I am drawing the sun on the other side. It's really, really simple, really easy. I think that anybody can do this look, if you're just careful enough. But yeah, so I'm just drawing a circle, and I'm going to draw the rays of the sun around it, and then I'll end up filling it in with a Snazaroo black body paint. So now I kind of wanted to match the drips under my eyes. I just figured the neck was looking a little bit blank, and I thought this would add a really cool touch, and it ended up adding a lot, I think. So I just did this with a black body paint. I figured it would be easier, and I wanted the lines to be a little bit thicker than what I would get from a liquid liner, but you can use whatever you want. So I just kind of drew a line under my neck as a guide, and when you look straight ahead, you really couldn't see it. I didn't mind it there though. So I'm just drawing the drips, and I also drew it on below the letters. I am wearing a shirt, by the way. I know it looks like I was naked, but I swear I wasn't. I just wore tube tops so I'd have space. But yeah, so I'm just connecting them too. I'm not just doing like lines, but I'm connecting the lines in between. And I made this a little bit smudgier than the lines under my eyes, and I just figured it added that like old Ouija board effect. I thought it was really, really cool. So I'm also going to add white to this. I wasn't going to do this at first, but I wanted to add more than just black and purple to this look. So I'm just taking a NYX liquid liner and doing this. Again, you can use whatever you want for this part, but I think this just added like little lines, which is what I wanted. I didn't want it to overpower the black, but I wanted to just add and highlight. So I also added this to the outsides of my wing liner, and I really thought this brought the eyes to life and really opened them up. So now I'm using a NYX purple lipstick. I don't know the shade off the top of my head, but I'm just using that. And at first I just wasn't really feeling it. I found that it didn't match purple on my eyes. So what I did to fix that is I took the purple that I put on my eyes, the eyeshadow, and I just put it in the center of my lips. And I really thought that this looked super duper good. So I'm just blending out the edges with a brush, and I'm also taking some purple shadow onto the drips just to add a little bit of contrast. And I thought it added a little bit, not a ton, but just a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There will be new Halloween videos coming soon. So bye guys.